All right, guys, it's that time to discuss what I'm buying this month. And there are some new names on the list and some massive names on this list, as obviously it's expanded as the market has fallen. But there are some names that did not make this list as well that might make a few of you guys out there mad. So at least hear me out and then be mad at me all you want. So I'll give you these stocks specifically today and the why behind each pick. So there's a lot to get into today. So make sure you like the video if you like getting the truth without the hype, because that's exactly what you're going to get today. Now remember, these are just the stocks that I'm specifically targeting right now today. These are on the biggest discount based on my valuation, which is the most important thing you can do as an investor and you can learn as an investor. So for some of you guys, it may be different stocks and you may not think these stocks are on a big discount, and that's okay too. It doesn't matter in the end, but all I can do is give you my list. So these are the best deals for now, for me, for my plan, for my portfolio, and the stocks I want to buy. Again, tons of great stocks out there, not disagreeing on discount right now. Just I can only speak to the ones that I'm looking to buy. So the first stock is Google. Don't know why everyone still thinks they're behind, and when I think they're actually the leader in their space. I mean, nobody does search better, nor ads more importantly better than Google does. I mean, you could make a case for Meta. I agree there completely. But they are basically 1 and 1A, or, basically 1 and 1. I don't know. It's just they're here and everybody else is way down here. So there is no point in debating that particular topic. They are the best out there in regards to that, which of course, that's a massive revenue driver for which we're discussing stocks and the stock market. And that's what matters, not any of the other noise that's out there. Now, I agree. The news about the Justice Department and all that stuff around, it's been around here for a little while. It's not great. But we have seen this before with big tech, and it usually goes nowhere in the end, and it takes years to play out, and it gets, done, and then it goes to appeals courts, and there's a lot of wrangling that goes on all the way through this whole process. It's a multi-year process, I guess is kind of the point. Even if Google is forced to split the business out, I will make even more money as a shareholder. I'll just have 2 stocks instead of 1 essentially, but they all print money. All the different business lines within Google print money. You have to understand that. And more importantly, understand that share count is what matters in the end to your investing. It is key to a serious investor. And if you're serious about your investing and you want to work directly with me to help you get there, take advantage of the earnings flash sale that is ending soon. We'll talk more about it at the end, but it's the pinned comment down there. So stock number 2 is PayPal. All right, it's called PayPal for a reason. You guys know that. It just cannot seem to get started. It just kind of almost feels like it doesn't matter where it's going. I love everything Alex and the management team are doing. We'll discuss earnings here coming up in a few days in regards to PayPal themselves. But I have plenty of shares. I'm not really looking to add a whole lot here. Yes, it's on a great discount, but I have plenty. I have it on my list because at some point in time, it's going to tempt me and I'm going to add a batch of shares there, but I'm just really not looking to add a whole lot to it. But I wanted to make sure I included on this list because it is one that is in that range, definitely in regards to a buy. Again, I expect great things this year from the management team, and especially coming into 2026. I think that's really where the big money is. But nonetheless, hey, it's beat down again, and it's PayPal for a reason. So next up, we have SoFi. You guys know I've loved this stock for a long, long time here, obviously way back in the $4 days. I was just hoping it went to 2 or 3 or whatever the heck all the bears were saying. Didn't matter. It was a great company back then, great company now. We have earnings coming up, and I'll give my thoughts on that in a video here shortly that you guys will see. So make sure you're subscribed and have the little notifications turned on so you get that video when it drops. But everything is moving in the right direction for SoFi, it seems like. Even though sometimes Wall Street doesn't like it, sometimes the stock doesn't reflect it, the moves that they're making are incredible moves that are going to add to the bottom line, which is the most important thing. And please, guys, with SoFi specifically, ignore all the super squeeze stuff or, $45 or $75 by the end of the year is a reasonable estimation of where, SoFi will be, and any of that other garbage like that. If you kind of ignore all that sort of stuff, you actually evaluate the company, do an actual valuation now, and do a valuation based upon what management team tells you they're going to do in regards to EPS in the future, you will see what the actual opportunity is here. And for me, I still think the stock is undervalued. And hey, if you want to keep beating it down, we were able to add some shares there in the 9s. Hey, you want to keep it right here in this range, I'm going to continue to add to this stock. So next stock is Amazon. Oh, you guys know I love Amazon. Great business. Been buying this stock for years and years and years and years now. And guess what? we're getting it at one of its cheapest valuations ever. And you know the reason why we're getting that? I don't either. Nobody knows. Nobody can tell me. I don't know. Wall Street. This is what Wall Street does. They get dumb from time to time. That I understand all the tariff and everything else around it and how that will affect Amazon's business in the short term. But tell me how it affects it in the long term. And that gives me my answer in regards to Amazon. Remember, it's not about timing the bottom or predicting this and that and throwing up all these charts and lines. It's about simply adding shares when it's on a discount. That's a modified DCA and just simply DCA through a downturn. It's exactly what I'm doing with Amazon. So for me, anything under $200 is a buy. I'm going to continue to add to that stock because it's a great company. No doubt in my mind, once all this tariff stuff works its way through, it's going to be right back to business as usual for Amazon. I'm excited to buy it. Hopefully Wall Street continues to get dumb or even dumber. I'll take it, no problem. Won't be scared at all. All right, before we get to the last one, let's discuss Tesla quickly because you guys know it's a popular stock here on this channel, and I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on it. And here are the thoughts, regardless of whether you like them or not. I thought it was trading rich coming into earnings, and there really, even before earnings came, there wasn't much that could happen in that earnings call that would change that valuation in the short term. Now, obviously, you guys know I'm a long-term investor, but in the short term, hey, I got to deal with what the valuation is. Now, granted, it's not crazy overvalued like it was in 2021. So whenever I call a stock overvalued, I'm not calling it 2021 overvalued where that was just dumb. Hindsight, we should have all sold back then because that was just silly. It's not that overvalued this time around, but I have tons of Tesla shares already. Been adding since 2020. Again, I don't buy the hype. I buy the shares when they're on a discount. It just makes sense to me. So I want a big discount if I'm going to add based upon valuation, not just pure stock price. You got to understand that nuance. You got to know the difference. And if you don't, then you have to learn it as it's critical to your investing. That way you understand it. Now, I know a lot of Tesla bulls out there like, hey, Luke, you don't understand this. You don't understand that. Well, yeah, I do. I understand optimists. I understand the opportunity there. And yes, I driven with the latest FSD, assuming it hasn't changed over the past couple of months. Maybe it has. But more important than that, I know exactly how the stock market works and what large investors actually pay for, more importantly. That is why I've routinely added shares of Tesla stock at or below my price target, that's supposedly a bearish price target, every single year for 5 years running now, guys. I have no idea why some retail investors think that you're a bear if you say buy cheap shares instead of buying expensive shares. It makes no sense. And anyone who thinks that or goes commenting down in anybody's video, not just mine, anybody's video, they basically personify that whole buy high, sell low type of investing that exists in the retail crowd that gets people in trouble all the time. Now, thankfully, that's not the people that are part of this community right here on this channel. But I see the comments from time to time. Heck, even on my earnings preview, somebody made that comment once again, and they're laughable. I'm sorry. It's the same exact thing with Palantir too. A lot of folks like to go down there and try to, blast me for buying shares at 7 instead of at 100 because, I don't know, I'm a bad investor. I mean, I don't know. You can't make this stuff up, guys. It just is what it is at this stage. Try to ignore all that noise. Get down to those fundamentals, that valuation. It always takes care of you over the long run. It is so important. But let's get to the last stock that did make the list, and that stock would be Meta. Just like with Google, there is not a better advertiser out there, and I don't think the tariffs are going to have any real effect on their business overall whatsoever. And more importantly, they have more monetization levers to pull. So there's tons of ways they can make money right now today, and they're choosing not to. More importantly, they are leaning into that future. They are, basically preparing themselves for that future. Now, are they going to be the winner? Are they going to be first? I don't know, and I don't care. You don't have to be first or the big winner to not still be a big winner overall. I personally believe with everything that's 10 years away, there's going to be multiple winners, not just one. I don't know where that narrative comes from, but it's silliness. And no, I don't really care about the Justice Department stuff either going on with Meta. Just see it. It's the same exact thing as Google. Same thing applies here. This is all part of big tech. Everybody goes through it. Apple, Microsoft, you name it in big tech. They've all found themselves in front of Congress or being a part of a Justice Department investigation of some sort. It always ends up ending the same exact way. So I'm not worried about it at all. So for me, hey, Meta's going to continue to fall. It is getting awful close to my price target. and I'm going to have to add shares if it hits that price target. And if you're ready to take your investing seriously and you want to work directly with me and you want to see my watch list complete with price targets for every single stock I'm looking to buy, and you want to see all my buy and sell alerts in real time, you want to be a part of the best 6, 7, and 8-figure Discord out there, you want to get your free coaching, you want to get free courses, you want access to hundreds of videos that are exclusive just simply to the group that aren't made for here for YouTube, and a lot more, make sure you check out the pinned comment. Take advantage of the earnings flash sale that's going on right now. It's getting ready to end. Check it out. It's the pinned comment. See if a membership's right for you. And click this video here if you want to see exactly what I'm buying in this market. And click here to see my exact plan for this market. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.